Hello. Here are some tips and techniques for playing an arrangement I have of the hymn "Christ, the Life of All the Living," a nice Lenten hymn that actually works pretty well in a contemporary fashion with a few twists and turns added in. So I'm capoing at the first fret, playing in F, but I'm really playing in E just to capture a little bit of this nice drones you can get. I'm using the E, or the drone open power chord shape here, so it's just index finger, ring, and pinky, those three fingers only. Get by the camera. Okay, and then just keep it lifted off so you get all the strings. Okay, so that's my F chord to start with, and then I go to a open bar chord, a standard bar chord shape, C chord, but again leaving the top strings open. I get this blend of a C and a C sustain, and I take it down to a B flat. So in the first bar I go, Christ the life of all the living. Take the same shape, move it down to the 5th fret for a D minor, then back to a B flat, F, and C. So we got Christ the life of all the living, Christ the death of death unfold. Okay, I put like a 6/8 strum behind it so we get this kind of counterpoint between the vocals and the guitar. Christ the life of all the living, Christ the death of death unfold, Christ yourself for me once giving to the darkest depths of woe. So on that B flat to the C chord, it's in a syncopation, so it comes in an upstroke. That kind of feel to it. Then the I guess the second part of it, third line of the hymn, starts off with a standard E chord shape, which is an F now, and adding the pinky on for a sustain. And then we got a C chord, which is just a B bar chord shape, to a G chord, it's really an F sharp bar chord, and then a C sustain, which you can just go back to the open bar chord. Okay, then the next phrase is a little trickier here. Life eternal I inherit. I got an E chord, or F, then a C sustain. And again, I achieve this by, there's a couple ways. You can just play the open bar chord, and then bring it down for a full chord without the high string. Another way to approach that is to play your first finger and ring finger like you got a bar chord, then come in on the second string with just your pinky, and then you just, with a little bit of clever manipulation of your fingers, you can get it so you only hear these three notes that you're fingering. So you can strum everything, and that will give you a solid C chord right there, and all you have to do is bring your pinky up a fret to get the sustain. So if you had your fingers down or a bar chord, you'd get a fuller 7th and all kinds of things you really don't want in there. So I think that technique of just muting everything and getting those three notes sounds pretty good. Up to a D minor, I use the D minor 7 back to that open chord, and then an A sustain. And again, you can use you can strum all the strings, or you can use that 3-finger technique and just go 5th fret, 7th fret, and 7th fret with your pinky. So you get those three notes only, mute everything else out, so you're really hearing I'm getting a little note there, but then just bring it back down to your second finger. Kind of a nice tight sound to that compared to all the open chords. So that phrase, in fact, in that case, when you go to the D minor, maybe take that same shape, use just 3 fingers, 5th, 7th, and 6th fret with your middle finger. Only get those three notes ringing. Then from the final phrase, we've got D minor 7, B flat 2 over G is really just this A2 shape here. The middle finger at the bottom, F, B flat, and then a fun little jump around F, C to D minor, B flat, C, back up to the F chord. So I'll just kind of play through this real slow one time, give a sense for how the whole thing goes. And with a little singing for some context, much better guitarist than I am a singer, we get this. Christ the life of all the living, Christ the death of death our foe, Christ yourself for me once giving to the darkest depths of woe. Through your suffering, death, and merit, life eternal I inherit. Thousand thanks are due, dearest Jesus.